And we're live.
Are we? It's orange. It's orange. It's orange. It's red. It's red.
So OBS has been on and off alerting that we're having internet connectivity issues. So I'm not sure if we are actually good or if we need to stop the stream and adjust the settings. But I ran a test and it says it's fine. I'm inspecting the stream and it was live for the last 6 minutes before we went here. And it says that we're stable. We've had...
It says we're red.
That OBS says we're red.
We're red.
Twitch is saying we're good. Like, the lowest it has dropped is 30 frames. Which is not bad.
Alright, it looks good.
I think we're fine.
I think we're good, yeah.
Good. It's red.
It is red. It is very red. The whole screen is red. Red.
So we're gonna go with this and see what happens. Are you able to hear me all right? Like, yes. Everything's coming through properly? Yeah. Okay. Keep it in just so that we can balance against the game. So, for those that
challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Why is challenge accepted?
Oh, they put in a challenge mode.
Oh. Are we gonna go do that?
Nope.
Why?
Because nope.
But lore.
But
games like this love to put lore behind challenge modes.
Alright, also, which one is supposed to be...
It's orange! It's orange! Bram, it's orange.
Hold on, I think... Usually there's audio, but...
yeah, I don't hear any audio here or there.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, the game's not up on there, but...
Yeah, okay, according to Volume Mixer, no sound is happening.
Great.
So, oh, wait.
Ah, not for broadcast. Challenge accepted. Is the challenge accepted?
We have a new challenge room, including 3 brand new unique challenges, plus 2 updated versions of the old favorites. Play every single sequence, endless possibilities, 18 blockables, but that's not all. New and improved archive, where you can now sort your broadcasts based on categories such as level, date, grade, and more. Add custom notes to your broadcast to make finding them later a breeze. And mass select and delete, letting you clean up old broadcasts in no time.
But
okay.
But your challenge, if you choose to accept it. Okay, we're definitely supposed to be hearing things here.
Yeah, let me check audio.
Do.
Yeah, it's supposed to be on.
But there's no audio.
Yeah,
also,
but there's
it's
no
red.
audio.
It's red.
Hold on, where is it broadcasting to?
This has been a boring start of the stream, Bram. You need to get...
This happens every time.
Your entertainment skills need to be better. I'm not supposed to carry the whole stream. I'm the co-com. I'm supposed to be working off of you, not carrying the whole stream.
Where is it broadcasting to? Come on. Also, is the flashes
based on?
Also, are you seeing the flashes
of the light?
Yeah.
Kind of going up and down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Dang
what
it.
is that? Is that the?
So that is the frame rate of the light.
I will.
And the frame rate of the camera.
Should I go grab the
external
light? Maybe that will help.
I don't think so.
I
could turn down the frame rate of the camera, and that might help.
Again, do you want me to go grab the external? That might help. The stand light.
Maybe.
I'll go grab the stand light and see if it's any better.
Yeah.
We bought this thing for a reason, Bram.
I know, but we haven't had any good luck with it. You might also want to remove the red filter.
Oh, that was going to be the joke, Bram.
Oh, come on.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice.
No, I noticed. It's bright and red.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping I could set up fast before you noticed.
Having problems with...
There we go. There we go.
Alright. It's not a problem of videos not playing. It's a problem with audio not playing. It's not the sound system being bugged again, is it? Uh-oh.
Okay, I'll remove the red filter.
Thank you.
We don't want to remove the actual filter. Or the
What is going on with sound? I heard it start just fine when we were starting. Really?
Okay. I'll put that.
Like, it was working fine before we went live, and now suddenly it's not.
I feel like we've been...
Let's try that.
Brown, I feel like we are lit the best we've ever been lit by this.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, I think it's a little overbright because the preview in the phone is a little
One sec, I need to look at the preview in the...
No, not voice mod. I want this one. Okay. Let's see if that fixes it.
How's that based on this? One layer down, or is it good?
One down, maybe. Thank God!
Alright, this is one down. What's your thoughts? Good?
Yeah.
And then with the red. It might look good with a blue filter or something.
Twice. So I found the problem.
Yes.
Somehow, some way, somewhere, my default audio was switched around.
Oh.
It's starting! Alright, so, an hour and a half late. Let's get started and continue where we were in Chapter 2. For people that don't remember, the game crashed mid-game. So, let's see what we were missing out on with Chapter 2.
I don't know how... Okay, I will say audio's a bit quiet, but there's not that much that needs to be heard.
Well, not currently.
Yeah.
Once we go live, you can tell me if I needs to be upped or downed.
All right.
And I assume I can pause. I seem to recall being able to pause.
Hopefully.
They don't ask twice. I've been living in a paradise. The band's really bound to fail me. What?
I'm just saying. Do you want to turn that... Do you want to see if turning that off is fine? Because
I mean, it technically counts as like a 2-point lighting system.
Yeah, I know, but...
Oh.
Oh, yeah. That only gets us lit.
That
just looks like a poor background now. That looks like a poor man's background. I'm turning it back on.
Alright, it's still doing the flashing is my point.
Yeah, but it's minimal now, I hope. If it gets really bad, I can turn down the frame rate of the camera. Alright, so day 296, the heat wave.
Heat wave.
Alright, check power.
Alright, you might want to turn up the volume a bit, but I think it should be fine. Okay. Audio is fine as long as we don't talk over it too loudly.
What?
I think. What? You're gonna want to turn all those on.
In a better mood. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is.
There's the on switch. Okay.
On the fan, yeah.
Andy.
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
Mike, he was alive.
And it killed.
You're gonna pull the full switch to... You got 1 minute, Bram.
Did we receive a tutorial?
It just said the tutorial.
I'm confused!
It literally just said the tutorial.
Okay, I was a little preoccupied, and please move your arm so I can actually sit. Okay, let's restart from checkpoint, I guess.
I guess? I don't know.
If at first you don't overachieve...
I guess that's the first time we restarted.
Yes, it is. Because
listen to the tutorial.
Okay, I've usually been able to follow the tutorials. This is the first time where I'm going, what are you saying?
You say that, but actually the first time you weren't able to figure out what they were saying is in the bonus DLC. Or the, you know, the Furby one. I remember you had a lot of problems with the way the tutorial worked. What?
It's cutting into my side.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of space here.
I know. I'm sorry.
Well, we'll deal with it.
See, that's better.
Yeah, but I actually don't like this.
Yeah,
I prefer the other way.
Well, maybe when I get the new computer, we can move this desk to over there.
Why would that help?
So we actually have space on both sides of the deck.
Oh.
Because right now, there's a giant table you can't see barely off screen.
Well, again, and I said this before, most of that's yours. Move the stuff off the table, and I have a place I want to use.
A good chunk of it's yours, too.
No, actually, most of it's not mine.
Never mind. We'll have this conversation later.
Most of the stuff that's mine has already been moved, and I want to put the stuff that's mine back on the table in a different place. So, move your stuff off the table.
But we need to move the table, period.
Yes. And again, I'm going to move it out to the other room and put my stuff
But
back
where?
on it.
We're out of room in the other room.
No, we're not.
Never mind. All right.
Don't use the other room anyways. Why do you care?
Okay. So I need to turn this on.
You need to turn the whole thing on.
Turn the fan on. Need to turn on that. What's the sound desk?
That. Or, I don't know.
And see, even with that,
you need to turn some stuff off, I think.
What do I turn off?
Anything but the fan.
Like, I'm so confused.
It's overheating.
Even with the fan, I think it's overblowing.
Oh, it didn't redo the tutorial. Quit to menu and then replay. Because we're going to need to hear the tutorial again.
Yes! I'm like, that's what I thought restart from checkpoint did!
No, it restarts from the checkpoint, which is not the tutorial. You skip the tutorial because
Like, I don't remember it doing any of this. I don't remember them talking about there being problems with the electricity.
It's part of the heat wave. Again, this is the new thing for this day.
I don't remember this at all.
I don't think we got to here. We were in the middle of the whatever cutscene before this, I think.
Yeah, and I don't remember any of it.
It doesn't say it. Each day adds its own thing. This is
I know, but
thing.
this one, I don't know what to do with this one.
Listen to the tutorial.
Well, if it would repeat itself.
It will now.
Hopefully. Or else I'll be looking up a tutorial online.
You know, you'd be complaining the other way around if you had to restart and then it played the tutorial again.
No,
Yes,
I would be complaining that there isn't a skip tutorial button.
Yes.
But I'd be thankful that it's repeating itself. In the case that I forgot when I go to replay this later.
Well, it usually would, except for if you restart from the beginning, you know, on the... If you're going to replay...
Let's just hope this does it.
It does it. Segment 1. Keep nothing else. Don't turn on anything else for now. Oh, it doesn't.
Alright, it at least keeps the timer running.
Go to the right. The right.
Give me a second.
Your thing's overheating.
Everything but the fan! Do you see my problem?
Yeah, I know. Go to the right. See if you can access the computer, the phone again to hear the tutorial. No. What is that?
I don't know. That's new.
That's where the phone usually is.
Yeah. And it's gone.
Mm-hmm. You should have listened to the tutorial.
I tried. I was busy. What I was busy doing for 3 minutes into the tutorial was figuring out how to turn on the fan.
Yeah, well, you press the button that turns on the fan.
I tried that and it didn't seem to work. So I was like, okay, let's try clicking the fan itself. The fan highlights. Okay, click, 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 click. Nothing. Wait a second. Oh, I just remembered the second part of the tutorial.
What's the second part of the tutorial?
Point the fan at the right place.
Ah.
So you have to turn on the fan and then click the blades to adjust it.
That's probably right.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't had a problem with any of their game quirks so far. In fact, I freaking loved the black and white one, the telethon one.
Yeah.
This one just seems needlessly tedious.
I don't know. We haven't gotten into
And
it.
that's with the interference already being part of the game.
Yeah, I know. It's adding a new thing every time.
All right. So let's turn this on. Fan's turned on. Okay. Wait. How do I move it?
You click
How
on-
do I move
You
it?
click on the thing and then you click on the thing. I'm assuming.
Nope.
Well, click on the thing that's highlighted right now. Click.
Do I? Nope. 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 How do I move
I
it?
don't know. Let me figure it out. Maybe don't just rapidly click on random things and try to figure
That's
it out.
all I have.
Keyboard control. There has to be also a way to do it keyboard as
Well,
well.
yeah, but that could be anywhere from Q to Z.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, that's actually not that far. Q to M.
Yeah.
Heck, that could be escape to enter.
It probably is escape to enter, to be fair. I doubt it's one of the... Can you? No, you have to do that. Okay,
You have to turn it on first.
got it.
And then you have to turn it on
Yeah.
first. And then you have to do that. Like, I tried click and drag. I tried scroll wheel. I tried right click. I don't see how you shift it. And then that happens. And I don't know how to stop it. Do you want me to stop?
No. How do I need to wait for it.
You have to wait for it to cool down. You see my problem.
Yeah.
Like, if they just had a quick 10 seconds, we're live.
Yeah, I know. Perfect. Give me a minute. There has to be a way to replay tutorials, I'm sure. And yes, they did. They had an explanation at the beginning that
Let's
you
see,
missed.
does this show up? No. Give me a second.
Yeah.
After Steam stops being Steam. There we go. Not for broadcast. Episode 2, Heat Wave. Thank you, Wikipedia. Thank you, fandom.
They're always good.
Pre-broadcast.
Well, we saw those.
Well, that's a very blunt question.
Okay, how does the fan work? Usage. Fan is used to prevent when turned on and pointed at a value that's overheating. Okay, good.
Alright.
It's overheating.
But now you start to see it.
Okay, but how do you move it? How do you move it? Thanks, fandom.
You're welcome.
Alright.
Saying that advance have cured death.
Yeah, you're not gonna find anything here if you didn't find anything in the fan.
Okay, let's try this instead. Not for broadcast episode chapter 2. Chapter 2, how to move fan. It's such a minor thing. Nobody's... Okay. Let's, Is there a long play of this part of the game that I can borrow off of? Walk through.
Got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
What is it?
The button you're clicking is locking the fan in place.
You gotta be shitting me!
You know, like a fan. Anyways,
Continue.
Like how it works.
Well, that explains why one of them would suddenly light up.
Yeah.
But, you know, how... And also, the way the fan is set up, it's set up to left to right, not up and down.
Some are. Some...
Like, on the ones that you move up and down, you adjust it with a movable head.
That's the fans we know. I'm not sure how...
I'm pretty sure it's the same type of fan!
This might be made to go up and down. Anyways, fan.
Alright, well, I need to do that first, and then I need to do that.
Try clicking the switch on the back. Is that clickable?
No.
Huh. It said there's a switch on the back.
Oh, it's a drag! Why didn't it work before?
You're clicking on the wrong part, I think. You're clicking on the fan blades. I think you need to click on the other thing.
Oh, right. I can't do that. Okay, so now that we know that, let's try and actually do a broadcast. Oh, my God. Alright. So it's not a case of being... It's not a case of not using too much energy. It's a case of making sure that the system doesn't blow a fuse due to overheating.
Yes.
Okay. So it's not FNAF. It's the other FNAF.
Which one? There are 7.
I think sister location? I'm not sure. Alright,
No,
so
sister
let's turn
location.
on everything.
Working on it.
What, you've got someone to hose down the sun, have you?
Yes, they've just strapped on their wax wings.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely...
Was there any that you need to broadcast?
Yes, but he is.
You remember that's a
Toting
thing.
handler.
Oh, Andy. I don't
If it is, I didn't see it in the list.
I'm asking, was there one that is required?
There was not one that I saw as marked as needing to broadcast. I did not see any post-it notes or anything.
Okay, I don't know. I'm asking.
I don't know what the fuck his name is.
I mean, you want to look at this?
No.
I don't see anything. Well, there's advance.
I'll probably have to...
10 seconds, everybody.
All right.
So, got any actual real news tonight?
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5, 4, 3...
Here we go.
Yeah.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive...
I don't see a difference.
There's no difference.
Now entering their 10th week. In a
Oh,
statement from Team Headquarters
that's why.
a short time ago,
What?
Prime
they're
Minister
forcing
Julia
you to use an
Salisbury
image.
issued a commanding
Oh.
response to this unprovoked escalation.
The World Council should make no mistake. This blockade and the illegal sanctions it seeks to enforce are an act of war and will be treated as
I have
such.
no idea what this is for.
Any incursion, however
don't know
slight,
either.
into our
Where is
territory
on
will
and
be
center?
met with
Alright.
swift and deadly force. You have been warned.
Okay.
Popping the question. Sickly striker Johnny Hansen has finally asked his long-term partner to marry him. With his girlfriend Tiffany Lamore standing by him during his long illness, it seems Johnny may have finally turned a corner. Now, as this candid photo shows, it seems he's well enough to propose to her from his sickbed. According to a source close to the couple, Tiffany was delighted that her poorly partner wanted to become her happy hubby. In a joint statement, the couple said they hope to break the record for celebrity marriages, which currently stands at 12 days.
Wait, what?
In it to win it. Exciting news from Advance today with the announcement.
It's gonna be the same image.
Draw for all team membership card holders. Every month, lucky winners from across the country will be picked at random to receive what Team HQ are describing as unique prizes worth more than money used to be. Take up on the scheme has been much higher than expected, and if this lucky winner's delighted face is anything to go by, it looks like
Now that I know how it
everyone
works.
is going to have one. Bitter pill. Is this the beginning of the end for responsibility? The male contraceptive pill, lauded by scientists as a remarkable achievement, has been widely rejected by the public. Sales of the revolutionary drug have been non-existent, with many claiming the world simply wasn't ready for such a shift in radical reproductive politics. Relentless CEO Sophia Remington has refused to bow to public pressure and give up on the treatment. Seen here outside Remington Cysts HQ, the dogged businesswoman called the failure a minor hiccup before reducing 2 reporters to tears. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Progress today for the stranded scientists of Dante's Taint, as the captain leading their rescue mission is announced. The trapped team have survived in the cave system for many months now, but hope is on the horizon as the expedition leader is announced by the Board of Underground Theoretics. A respected professional with decades of experience, training and knowledge, Captain Audrey Aerospace is said to be the only real choice to successfully save the troubled scientific excursion, but an unfortunate one to be sat next to at a dinner party or social occasion. Life during wartime. As if we didn't have enough aggressors on our borders, internal problems are growing for the government as radical activist group Disrupt caused chaos in Parliament Park last night. Scuffles broke out after the protest, resulting in multiple arrests and the injury of 3 community cohesion officers.
Screw it.
Yet to comment. The reckless fire will certainly be remembered by all those who have seen these striking images. As their actions escalate, people across
I know
the country are
Advance
asking
doesn't want
themselves,
that, but
who are
I'm sure.
Disrupt?
Yeah.
And what exactly do they want? Other than a new box of matches, of course. All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions.
All right, title
as
sequence
well
on 4.
as one of the contenders in this year's Feline Football Championship, and a proud owner. That's all up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Where?
Interference. Interference.
I forgot how that worked. Shit!
Power button. You need to turn on the power. You need to turn it on.
It's on!
It's not! You need to go turn it on! You need to press the power button on the fan.
Oh.
The guy even said, don't forget about that pesky power button on the fan.
It turns off after...
Yes.
That is stupid.
I think it said that.
No fan in existence does that.
I think that...
Except the electric ones, which I hate.
I think that was said in the tutorial, plus you were just reminded of it. Anyways.
And why does it have a red and a green light?
One's on, one's off.
I know, but it's so dark I can't see which way the switch is.
Look if the fan is spinning.
I can barely see that because it's so dark.
I think you need less tinted glasses or something then, because it's perfectly fine for me.
It's black on black. I can barely tell.
Black on black.
It's black on black.
It's not black on black.
Let's try this again.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I forgot how interference worked because it's the new system.
Yeah, you upgraded the system.
Okay, we're working on it.
What, you've got someone to hold
Alright.
down
Don't
the
forget to
sun?
turn
Maybe
it on.
bumbling.
Strapped on their wax wings.
Classical illusion
And
that
you're
is
not going to use it
substitute for air
advanced.
conditioning.
Okay.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today.
Okay.
She's not even here.
Yes, but he is.
Move it towards the middle.
Okay, I have to test this.
I don't know what the
Off.
fuck his name is,
On.
do I?
No, no you don't. It doesn't turn off.
Oh,
So I don't know why it did that.
The lights?
10 seconds,
Off.
everybody.
So, what
On.
real news tonight?
Well,
The world's on
that
fire.
doesn't...
Good enough
maybe during a power outage is my
5,
point.
4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions.
Is that the same one you chose before?
What?
Is that the same one you chose before?
I think so. Or it might be I thought I chose A.
Okay, this might be different. That's my question.
The World Council should make no mistake. This blockade and the illegal sanctions it seeks to enforce are an act of war and will be treated
Yeah.
Okay, so this way to shrink that, this way to up the that, and then okay.
You have been warned.
And then this to actually move it.
Popping the question. Sickly striker Johnny Handsleeves has finally asked his long-term partner to marry him. With his girlfriend Tiffany Lamore
We
standing by
found
him,
out we wanted
it
this.
seems Johnny may have finally turned a corner. Now, as this candid photo shows, it seems he's well enough to propose to her from his sickbed. According to a source close to the couple, Tiffany was delighted.
See, I don't know why we can't just get a ETA on this one.
In a joint statement, the couple said they hope
An
to
ETA on
break
what?
the record for celebrity.
Well,
when it's gonna
during the
switch.
normal broadcast, we get
Yeah.
a timer here. But for the slideshow, we don't. I figured that was because, you know, they're still coding the system. They're not done setting it up. Because this is still timed.
See.
So, like, this should be easy to set up. The only problem would be if you don't choose an option by the timer.
Yeah, there's the timer.
Right.
Down there.
Right. But the time is the same. Wait, it's different depending... It's different depending on which ones you choose. That's why.
Bitter pill. Is this the beginning of the end for responsibility? The male contraceptive pill, lauded by scientists as a remarkable achievement, has been widely rejected by the public. Sales of the revolutionary drug have been non-existent, with many claiming...
I don't know. I liked the old system, not this one.
I think you bought something to upgrade that.
Yeah, but this is worse.
Yeah, I know.
If I ever replay this, I'm not buying it.
It's easier to handle.
No, it's not. I would rather dodge things than have to...
Oh, Captain, my Captain. Progress today for the stranded scientists of Dante's Taint, as the captain leading their rescue mission is announced. The trap team has
And
survived-
it was very finicky. You'll notice, if you saw,
I saw.
it was really close to being on point, but it was still not being detected as viewable as things kept dropping.
I think it was viewable because it was green. I think it was, I don't know why it was dropping. Delay in drop, I think.
Maybe.
As if we didn't have enough aggressors on our borders, internal problems are growing for the government as radical activist group Disrupt caused chaos in Parliament Park last night. Scuffles broke out after the protests, resulting in multiple...
Alright, we're gonna stick with that.
and the injury of 3 community cohesion officers. Advance have yet to comment. The reckless fire will certainly be remembered by all those who...
And we're doing fine audio-wise?
I've stopped listening after we
Alright.
figured out it was correct. I can go back to listening if you want.
If you can, when you find yourself with 3 seconds, I just want to make sure we are hearable over it, and it is still able to be heard. If you know what I mean.
I know we're hearable over it, and
Okay.
we should be hearable. Oh, yeah, you know what I mean.
And her proud owner. That's all up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Okay, and now I know that's that. Oh, the switch randomly turns off.
Ah.
Just randomly. Why? Oh!
Interference. Other way.
But first tonight, our team of correspondents has been dispatched to every corner of the country.
It's delay.
This great nation
Yeah.
of ours are coping with this unprecedented hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining-on-Sea to see what the scientific community has to say. Megan, how's the weather there? How's the weather
It's
there?
absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking. I'm here with Dr. Anna Burns.
You could turn the game audio a little bit up, but it should be okay.
Alright, I'm just gonna turn it a little up. And I'll be blunt, I can barely hear them, so I'm gonna turn it up for us too.
Oh, yes, it's wonderful, isn't it? My eyelids are sweating.
And you're part of a team carrying out a study into just what's causing
Up.
That's
Other
not what
way,
it
other way, other way.
means!
Yes, that's correct. Yes, we want to be able to reassure the public once and for all.
You little
Not
shits!
to worry about and that they can enjoy their sunstroke and
Ah.
Also, is something going on with the fan?
Oh, very much
No.
so.
I
I can
thought I
say
heard
without
that.
any hesitation. There's
Might have been
really
on
no
this side,
cause
I
for
could
any
tell.
concern here. I've actually left my car running.
So tell us about this experiment.
Well, we take data from weather stations from all over the world.
I might need to stop listening to the...
That's fine.
Yeah. I need to stop listening to both sides because it's... I'm hearing alarms and thinking that you need to do something.
Fair enough.
If you want my help, I can't listen to the audio on this side.
Okay.
None of this would be possible without
about the generous support of Rivington's Fist. This is all thanks to their unrivaled investment in our...
No, you don't.
May I just say, complimentary personal anecdote. Oh, here we go. And, as expected, everything is absolutely fucked. Hang on. This can't be right.
Right, but obviously
Interference.
the are going to go that everything is absolutely fine, so...
Well, actually, under concern level, it just says, why, God, why?
We should be celebrating these wonderful results, I think.
You're good.
Okay, thank gosh.
Well, we need to evolve guild.
Once it corrects itself, I can't adjust it.
Here it just says, shit.
Look at you! This is meant to be a celebration! Can't go around looking like that.
Shit.
There you go, much better. Can I just say thank you again to Sophia Remington for providing all of this?
Everyone, we don't have long. Time is running
out. Absolutely right. That is all we have time for.
Abandon hope and return to the forest.
Enjoy that. I'd like to thank Dr. Burns for just one opinion on the climate.
The sea will reclaim
Alright, we're gonna go back to
There you
one, I
have it,
think.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
If proof be need be. That everything is just fine. I'm Megan Wolf, here with science. Back to you.
Megan Wolf there, attempting to do some actual news.
Get ready to go to
Next,
3.
heads over to Robin Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's team membership lottery.
Go.
Robin?
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here in Scritchford with Gary Failsafe, a janitor at the local school,
Okay.
and Amelia Jackhammer,
We're back
an
into green.
inspiring poet.
You little
Both of you draw
shits.
at random from those who hold team membership cards to receive this week's amazing prize.
Yeah.
Wrong way.
Feel filled with fervent euphoria.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
And all that we had to do was fill in a quick form or
Wow, that
I
sounds
hate
so
this
convenient,
system.
but
I hate
we're
this
dying
system
to
so
know.
much.
What have you won?
That's right, Robin. I've won dinner with Julius Salisbury at one of the capital's top restaurants.
Ooh, swanky.
And I've been invited to Peter Clement's house to help him dredge the gutter in.
That's absolutely terrific. You must both be over the moon.
I've written a poem about it.
So, can you tell me about the moment when you first heard the news?
Well, I was battling against a particularly difficult floater, probably one of the sixth formers, when the headmaster came and found me.
I was involved in a similarly brutal conflict with a particularly arduous stanza.
So you were both polishing turds.
Which way? Which way? This way.
I like to keep them intact for my collection.
Oh. How unexpected.
I don't polish
Potato. So Gary,
Do you think Peter Clement's going to let me keep the contents of his downpipe?
there's no harm in asking, I suppose.
Would you like to hear one?
No, thank you. Gary, when you signed up for team membership, was it in hopes of winning the lottery, or were there other reasons?
I like a flutter, of course, but no, the boss said I had to sign up to keep coming into school.
Very sensible. It's important to know who we're trusting around our children.
Oh, I have an unpublished book of sonnets about children. Perhaps you'd like to hear one.
No!
Or an anthology of haikus on the death of innocence.
Whoa,
To
yo!
hear about Gary's turd collection.
Really? I thought you might say that.
Interference.
Are you all right?
It's coming. It's inspiration, and it's delicious.
Right you are.
Today on the show, there's no news.
It's also
Just a man
inverted,
with multiple
which is might be why I had trouble.
My favourite.
Go on, you.
Would you encourage other people to enter for their chance to win?
If it's colour you're looking for, take a gander at all blue eyes.
That's not what she asked.
The national news lost its way when it covered some crap on a tray.
Some of these are quite rare.
Maybe that was unfair.
And that's all we have time for today. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Robin. What a lucky
Get ready
pair
for
they
4.
are. And finally in this segment, it's over to Patrick Bannon, who's gone to the smelliest town in the country to see how the unprecedented weather is affecting...
Get ready with the censor bar.
Patrick?
Hello there, Jeremy. Hello, yes. I'm here live in Grizzleford, which was recently voted the smelliest town in the country. And I have to say that, you know, in this, the smell really is. I mean, it's something else.
Interference.
Barry Lardons, mate. You've lived here your whole life. How'd you put up with the stink?
Well, we're just all very proud of our achievement, to be honest with you. You can tell that, look at him, proud as punch.
Oh, thank gosh.
You know what it's like, son, being the second smelliest town.
Look, I didn't have a problem with the previous version. This one's terrible.
Who's laughing now, eh?
Well, not me, that's for sure. So what happened, mate?
Right, the good people from Willington's Fifth Factory and saved the day with their factory.
You're talking, of course, about the newly built flour factory.
Yeah, they gave us this big presentation on jobs in the road. But as soon as we heard about the stench, we paid them whatever they wanted to put it.
No.
Stinking will affect your life in every way, Barry. I mean, beating the physical act of love.
Your parents down.
You get used to it after several weeks of your first bout of sickness. The judges were very
Wider.
impressed.
Good.
I need to identify the change first. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Before you develop any symptoms. Now, folk are saying something about the production line and how they dump carcasses directly into the water main, but I think it's probably a few valves on the high street.
On the high street? Should I see a doctor? What are the symptoms?
Well, the first one is asking stupid questions.
Very funny.
Experience a lot of inhibition.
Cough, do they? When was the last time you brushed your teeth, you stinking old tramp?
Next recording is a period of randomly bursting with a song, followed immediately by a song, followed immediately by delusions of grandeur.
Hello, it's sexy Patrick Bannon.
Other way.
Other way?
Other way.
Oh my God, look at me. I'm like a stallion. I'm gorgeous. Why didn't you tell me? I should take my shirt off. Touch me if you want.
That will be the bout of undeserved self-confidence.
Love the Bannon. Feel the Bannon. Oh, man.
And the ennui. All that's left now.
No.
Hallucinations and unconsciousness.
Smelly Dotty? Was that you? Why are you made out of elbows? You know I don't eat opinions.
Oh, don't worry, folks. Once he wakes up, he'll be just fine. We'll just find a place to stick him where it won't matter how many times he evacuates his bowels.
Left, actually.
Sorry, that's what I meant. I pointed the right direction, but...
I can't look.
Yeah, no.
All here from Grizzleford, a town that's really...
You ready to switch?
Stink. I'm Barry Lardons. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Barry. With a naval blockade being set up around our coastline as we speak, when we come back, I'll be talking to 3 members of the general public who appear to be here purely for medical reasons. Don't go away. Unless, of course, you've got something better to do. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back. Oh, that was stupid, even for you.
I don't...
Tired of dull and lifeless hair?
I am
fed up with
It's
dry
200
and
fucking
brittle
degrees in
split
here,
ends?
and I can't do this anymore.
Say hello to
every Friday.
Provitin formula is a deep filter
Jeremy?
intensive treatment
My
that
mic is
protects hair from irresistible shock. Only our seed gastry contains an organic blend of
He's done something and we don't get to know.
Expect the government to request some censoring during the next section. Obviously, we can't force you to do it, but it would make me and the powers that be very happy if you just comply.
Segment grade E, by the way.
I noticed that. Alright, where are we starting with? I assume 2.
Or a report from Grantham Downs. Even the weather be more fucking relevant than this.
repairing damage and strengthening strands for hair.
2 or 1.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your choice, I think.
I think 2.
Christ, it's so fucking hot.
Please take your seats as quickly as you can.
I can't I don't need to censor that.
No.
That's it. This is
10 seconds. Get over yourself, Jeremy. Why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself for 5? Because you have 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Night in News. Me, your host, Jeremy Donaldson. Later, we'll be talking to the captain of the territory's first cat football team, Professor Pumpkin. But first, I'm joined by three guests with some balmy bodily behaviours. Joining me is a woman who's been hiccuping for over 9 months. Isn't that right, Miss Piercy?
Yes, that's right. Yes,
Yes.
that's right.
Tell us, what brought all this on?
It's all a bit of a blur, Jeremy, to be totally frank with you. See, I was watching your show and I remember seeing the news about the election, and it hasn't stopped since.
Fascinating stuff. Also here is Frankie Steampipe.
Go to
Perhaps
three.
you could explain to us exactly what your physiological foreboil is.
I'm here to say it's high time people like me were respected. We're constantly overlooked in the workplace, we're whispered about on buses, and we're asked politely to lead children's birthday parties. And it's disgusting. I'm sorry, my bowels have comic timing.
And finally, I'm joined by a man who answers every question honestly, even when it isn't aimed at him. How do you cope with that, Mr. Truman?
With a combination of booze, self-hatred, and hardcore pornography.
Is that?
Not according to my therapist.
Well, in that case, let's speak to Rose. Tell me, how does the hiccuping impact you?
I get shushed a lot, which is hard. At work, they've asked me to stop answering the phones. It's really affected my confidence.
Well, I find it really fucking irritating.
People tend to believe your story?
Fuck no.
Actually, I've been surprised at how much support I've received.
And Frankie, why have you come here today?
Because my wife left me, and I was hoping that the fame would win her back.
We've started a group for people with ailments deemed broadly comical by society. It's called Take Us Seriously.
That's right. And we bloody well mean it.
And who's
Two.
joined so far?
A bunch of fucking losers.
It's just us.
2, 4.
And
And
how
four.
much success have you had?
Well, we've seen some real
Four.
positive changes.
I don't want to
Get
toot
three.
my own horn, but it's been a runaway success.
I think 4.
A single
Oh, no.
person come to our fun run, and all of our leaflets fell in the canal.
Go to 2.
Well, Miss Piercy, some people are saying your condition was actually caused
Get ready
by the
for 4.
shocking events of that night. What do you think?
Come down, Mr. Donaldson. That's absolute rubbish.
Get ready for
What it'd
3.
be like to have a pair of tits.
Go 2.
You! I'm sorry, it's very hot. What was I thinking?
Prevent your
3.
eating fuck puppet,
No.
or a sellout cunt.
Apologies. Just reminded that he can't help it. And hey, if this isn't like
Get ready for 3, I think. 3.
Fuckfest of propaganda masquerading as journalism.
Right, Frankie, Rose, tell us, how can the viewers get
Get ready for 3.
Yes,
2,
we're
4.
holding a sponsored run in Capital Park next weekend. It's called the No Smiles 13 Miles.
Get ready for 3.
It's called the No Laugh Half. What did I say before the show?
The team pulling Jeremy Donaldson's strings.
No, I didn't say.
Wow, we may have to end that there, unfortunately. What a harmless bit of fun. Steady on!
This is exactly what I'm talking about. We demand respect.
Yes, well, later, I'll be talking to Professor Pumpkin.
I'm sorry.
Penalty pause. Is that really necessary?
No, it isn't. Let go.
3.
Not you.
Unhand him at once!
Enough! That's enough! Enough!
Whoa, 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 whoa!
1.
Alex, don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare come to the ads before I tell you to. You in the broadcast centre.
Yeah?
Little scape. You listen to me. You cut to the ads before I tell you to, and I will kill every single person in this
Hit the
studio.
1.
I am thinking about what I'm doing. I've been thinking about it for a long time. We all should be. Christ, it's so fucking hot in here. Do you remember when we used to do the real news? Before it was all lottery winners and bloody cat football? We are on the brink of a siege, the likes of which the world hasn't seen in hundreds of years. The enemy is at the gates, and I'm stuck here talking to these 3 fucking idiots.
I think my hiccups have stopped.
You 3, get the fuck out of my studio. Go on, now, go! Before I change my mind.
Go to 4.
Jenny, lock the doors. Lock the doors.
Go to 1. Go to 1.
Good.
Alright, that's good.
You in the broadcast centre.
Yeah?
Alex, you listen to me. You pay attention. Now, I'm sure you've already loaded up exactly what you're going to pay in the commercial, but today is going to be a little bit different. Look to your right. Yes, really. Look to your right.
Oh.
There's a VHS tape, and I want you to load it into one of the machines. And when I say so, and not before, you play it. You've got about 15 seconds, so I wouldn't waste any time. Now, all cameras.
All upstairs appreciate there may be lives at stake. They want you to know that the official policy of this channel is that we do not negotiate with terrorists. Just think before you act.
It's either one-sided, or for now, we're going to show the other side of it.
Go to 3.
For a bit of fucking balance. Like the good old days.
Go to
Alex,
1.
Play your fucking tape.
Let's take a look.
See anything I don't like.
Oh, Alex, you're going to get me in trouble with that. Let's hope you made the right call.
We are. You've seen our symbols on your walls. You've heard them talk about us on the news. We are Disrupt. We are resistance. It's time you knew the truth. You know Advance are lying to you. You know the elderly are not a burden. You know the rich were not all evil. And you know the team membership card is an ID card, no matter what they try to tell you. But why should you trust us? Another faceless organization. A shadowy figure with a distorted voice. You've seen it so many times in the movies.
Oh.
Well, this is not a movie.
It's him. No, it's someone though.
My name is Alan James.
Of course it is.
I used to try and shock people for a living, for entertainment. But now we live in a time where perhaps you need to be shocked. Perhaps we need to wake up. Advance are coming for our freedoms. They're coming for the fruits of our labors. They will take our wealth. They will euthanize our parents and smiling throughout. They will turn our children against us if we voice our concerns. But you don't have to accept it. A great many people already won't. You can resist. You can disrupt. Find us. Talk with us. Join us. It isn't hard. We're everywhere.
This wasn't what I planned. I mean, some of it was. I had a speech, look. But this was unexpected. This was unexpected.
So what now, Jeremy?
It was supposed to be your day off. It was supposed to be your day off.
Please, don't do any more stupid things today. Don't do any more stupid things today.
How long, Jenny? How long?
You're already lied. You're already lied.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Welcome back to the National. Joining me unexpectedly, for I very much imagine will be my last broadcast, are two new guests. Jenny works here at the National Nightly News, and is someone I consider, well, a friend. And next to her is, what's your name?
Andy.
What's your name? Andy's a policeman. Only we don't call him that anymore. He's a community cohesion official. He's a community
Officer.
cohesion official. Sorry?
It's community cohesion officer, CCO.
And how's that feel, Andy? Being rebranded?
It's
Remember, you have access to 1 as well.
It's not about confrontation anymore. You know, the force had its fair share of problems.
Get ready for 2.
The team doesn't have as many.
But it still has some.
I can say.
Couldn't or wouldn't?
1.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Christ, you're
2.
fucking useless, aren't you? We'll come back
Get
to
ready
you
for
later.
3. 4. Get ready for 4.
I don't want to be on the news.
Get ready for 2.
That's perfectly understandable. You want to do this? Jenny,
Get ready. Okay.
why did you join the National Nightly News team?
4.
I always wanted to work in news.
Yes, but why specifically this program? The National Nightly News.
1.
It was the news everyone trusted.
Was.
Is. Do you really want to quibble semantics at gunpoint?
Is there something else you'd rather discuss?
There is a great big Alan James-sized elephant in the room you seem to be ignoring.
What do you mean?
I saw your face when that hood came down. You didn't know, did you?
It's about the message, not the messenger.
Like I said, you didn't know.
No. I didn't know. The people I met were with... He wasn't there. I didn't know it was Alan James.
I'm sorry. But seriously. Alan fucking James. You're flushing your life down the toilet.
I mean, to be fair,
I love you,
the
Jeremy.
times that we did see him on the news, he was not trustworthy.
He's popular in the country.
Oh, please.
Look, forget Alan James. There is still something deeply wrong. And you know it, Jenny. And you know it, Andy. And you at home, you know it too. Meanwhile, I'm interviewing a guest who stinks of shit. Patrick is paddling about
Get ready for
in
one,
shit.
I think.
And Robin is literally interviewing someone who collects the fucking stuff. I mean, it's not sophisticated, but what a metaphor. We are sleepwalking our way into oppression, and the news isn't saying anything. We're not saying anything.
Says who? Alan fucking James.
What are all those scientists working on at Grantham Downs? What are they testing underground at Altergrave? Andy, your turn. Make yourself fucking useful. How many people have you brought in for consultations just because they weren't carrying or didn't have team membership cards?
Oh, well, there's other forms of identification that we will accept.
For how long?
We're just here to help.
Then why do you need these? Not really help when it's offered at gunpoint, is it, Andy? Let me demonstrate it for you. Let me help you.
Got it.
You read these cards with my notes on it, and you'll probably digest a fact. That'd be helpful, wouldn't it, Andy? Knowing a fact?
What? I don't understand.
Do you want my help,
Yes,
Andy?
yes, whatever you say, yes.
Security are here, Jeremy.
Eat it.
What?
Eat the fucking news, Andy, or I'll force it down your fucking throat.
Jeremy, stop.
Go on.
Really?
Eat it. Eat it, you fucking bully.
Jeremy, stop. He will kill you. Please, don't make me watch that.
Of course. You're right. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. You can put the card down now, Andy. You can go now. You too, Jenny. Fuck off over there. And anytime. All cameras on me. This new regime of ours is so seductive. I understand that. But before we all hand off our freedoms, should we ask to whom we're handing them over? Don't you want to know what's being done in your name? How many people were transitioned last month? A record high. Again, if you care. Shouldn't someone ask Advance how they plan to deal with this blockade? How many years or months of supplies we have? Why aren't we asking these questions instead of, whose shit is this? There's a cat backstage dressed as a fucking goalie, for Christ's sake. He's even got the little gloves. Anyway, that's why I arranged for you to see that broadcast from the last break. I didn't know it was going to be him, but I guess that just about sums it up. We are all up Ship Creek with a paddle made of Alan fucking James. Christ, it's also fucking pointless.
You missed a sensor, I think.
It was a blue sensor.
No, there was a red sensor in the middle of it.
Take a holiday. Try something else. Out of the limelight. Maybe try having a relationship. I hear they're nice. Never tried it. I loved them. And now, well...
God, Jeremy, don't!
I've tried my best to be honest with you, but this just isn't the news anymore. And I'm sorry.
Go on.
I've lost this fight.
Alex, think of the consequences.
I've let you down.
Please, we can't show this. Cut to the ads.
My name's Jenny Donaldson.
Cut to ads.
If you can.
Your choice, but...
Somehow. I envy you. Have a peaceful night.
Jeremy!
That was, I think, the best cut you could have done.
A plus.
B, not bad.
I could do without the CRT effect. I can barely read this.
The Donaldson situation has been resolved. Offensive words were censored. An uninterference free show. A breathable good edit. A breathtakingly good edit. You
played one advert too late. Gee, I wonder which.
One, yeah. Advanced answered by content.
Angered by content, yeah.
Angered by content. Values exceedingly handled.
Your full wages. Can't afford coffee. I don't know what that one is. Oh, Channel 1.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Take a look at the rushes. At least to see what we weren't paying attention to.
Mm-hmm. We paid attention to most of it. I don't think there was anything we weren't paying attention to.
All this, and I'll be talking.
Wait.
Up on tonight's National Nightly News. And after that, I'll be asking my own thumb what it thinks about the global financial situation, as well as what 3 members of the general public think about how a nuclear reactor might work.
Could you be a little more dismissive in your delivery? I think there's a viewer out there somewhere who missed it.
Viewers? We still have some of those, do we? Perhaps they're hoping to run into a fact.
Jeremy, get it together. Don't give Bozeman any more ammunition.
Oh, no, thank you.
Coming back from the titles, quiet in the studio.
I really best not.
But first tonight, our team of correspondents has been dispatched to every corner.
Go on then. But just the one. I am supposed to be working.
First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining-on-Sea to see what the scientific community has to say. Megan, how's the weather there?
It's absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking.
Are you fucking kidding me? With a fucking cocktail with what looks suspiciously like actual news?
Would you rather she was here with you? Because that's been going so well recently.
No, I don't want that either. What I want is, well, never mind. Right now, I'd happily settle for a desk fan.
Bozeman will never approve it.
Do you know they have dinner together?
Who?
Bozeman and Megan. And Bozeman's wife, who is lovely, apparently. Who would have thought it? Bozeman managed to persuade some poor, hapless victim to shackle themselves to his ego.
Your mic's still live. And I have met Bozeman's wife, and she is lovely, actually.
What do you mean you've met Bozeman's wife? How come you've met her? I don't even know she exists.
From the
because in the 8 years I've worked with you, I've never seen you attend a single workplace social event.
I hate them, they're agonizing.
Yes. Imagine the horror of spending an evening with your colleagues.
I'd rather spend an evening with that fucking rapper.
Do you remember when you used to be fun?
Yes, it was about the last time we did the actual news, wasn't it? Before your lot turned into this shit.
I'm sorry. My lot?
Well, it's not my fault, is it?
It's not hers either.
Alright, so that's what that was about.
I mean, it's supposed to be your day off.
I am not talking to you.
And she thinks it's because of something else.
Yeah.
Just says shit.
It does. That sounds like what we're dealing with now.
Yeah. Just in a
Global
completely
warming.
different
Yeah.
way.
Go. Go!
That's global warming for you, though.
Yep.
Is this okay? Let me cleanest overalls.
There you have it.
I've actually been writing about the moment we'd finally meet Robin. It's in iambic pentameter.
Oh. Next, heads over to Robin Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's team membership lottery. Robin?
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here in Scritchford with Gary Failsafe.
Has anyone seen Jenny? Jenny!
Weren't you just talking to her last break?
Work on my serve.
Can I get a refill, please? I know you can hear me.
Oh,
Don't you walk
Jenny,
away
the
from me.
assistant.
Jenny!
Just gonna skip ahead.
No, not... Makeup! Makeup! No, not that. Look, I know it's not your job, but can I get a refill, please? Look, I know it's not your job, and I don't want to come over entitled like a certain co-host of mine, but my throat is dry, and I have to be sat here until the inevitable clusterfuck of an interview that is this, Gary the Shit Collector, comes to an end. So if you wouldn't mind, please. Well, go on then. Thank you.
It's eating up inside.
Mm-hmm. And the heat is not helping, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Collection of haikus.
What?
Collection of haikus.
Yep. He never got the refill, did he?
Back to you, Jeremy.
Well,
Thanks,
what,
Robin.
It's become something of
What a
vendetta.
luck.
I mean, it really has. I mean, does he change his tie? No. Does he wash his hair? Doesn't do anything. But he's not also stuck here in this hellhole of a place,
To see
sweating
how
his
the
arse off.
unprecedented
I
weather
mean, it's unreal,
is
it's
affecting the
horrible. I mean, what
locals.
is going on with this?
Patrick?
It's mental. Hello there, Jeremy. Hello, yes.
Thank you.
Old bastard.
My God, have you finally found someone in a worse situation than you?
I'm picking up that she might be somewhat annoyed with me.
For your information, Jeremy, me and my lot aren't the reason there's no real news left. I put plenty of ideas forward, but they always get squashed up the chain.
Fucking Bozeman.
No, not Bozeman, further up.
Oh, tell me more.
I shouldn't have even said that.
Well, Patrick, who's not looking presentable now, eh? Fucking arsehole. He hasn't even got a fucking tile.
Judges? Judges of what?
It's enough now.
Smelliest city, I'm sure.
Okay.
That's what the news was on. Did you not hear?
I must have missed that part.
It was voted the stinkiest city or
Okay.
province area.
I
City?
think province or probably city actually.
Have you
Or
noticed
town.
what's happening to him out there?
Loss of inhibitions.
He's just called the guest a stinking old tramp. Are we really going to let this continue?
Apparently,
Maybe
he
not
hasn't
enough
brought
to
it
cut
back.
Oh, Patrick, why?
Like, I don't even know if he's joking or not.
No. He's sick. Did you miss
No,
that
you
part?
shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't. Exactly.
Did you miss the part
He's
of how he got
taking his
sick?
shirt off on national news. Shouldn't we cut away?
But yeah, did you miss the part about him getting sick?
I was busy with interference and everything.
Apparently, to get the...
This is the problem. I spend so much time on making sure everything is functioning that I can't keep track of what's actually happening.
Apparently, to get part of the stinkiness, they put corpses in the water supply.
Wait, they intentionally...
Okay, yes, no.
Oh, no.
They're very proud of being the stinkiest city of... but yeah, they put corpses in the water supply, which then causes
I thought
sickness.
that was just rumors he was talking about.
No, they
you
were
idiots.
alerted.
You idiots!
Okay, we're gonna have to watch the cuts next after this, because you apparently missed all of this.
No, I caught enough now.
I'm Barry Lardons.
Back to you.
Jeremy.
Thanks, Baron. With a naval blockade...
Bram, there's more going on down there.
Oh, you're right.
Jeremy.
Thanks, Baron.
You need to stand back. No, way back. The first few expulsions are devastating.
Is he all right?
Oh, you've started now. Right, you might take yourself a seat before it gets messy.
You started now.
You.
Gets messy.
1 minute back.
Okay, but if you missed it, basically, because of things in the water supply, they get sick. And what was so hilarious is...
All right, and we heard all this.
You say this every Friday.
Let's stop. Free stop. There we go. Let's play Boiling Point.
But because of water supply, they get sick, and thank you. One of they were explaining the it's the old joke of explaining the symptoms.
Yeah, as it was happening. Yeah, I caught that.
Did you get the first symptom was they ask stupid questions?
That's what I'm talking about? Cat football? We should be doing an interview with the War Minister, or a report from Grantham Downs. Even the weather will be more fucking relevant than this.
Jeremy, please, just breathe. It's just something light to keep people's minds off things.
Exactly, which is wrong. People's minds should be very much on things. Christ, it's so fucking hot.
Please take your seats as quickly as you can.
To be fair, they are being very anti-CNN right now.
This is just 10 seconds. Get over yourself, Jeremy. Why don't you stop feeling sorry for
being
yourself?
Fox.
Sorry. 5, 4, 3.
All right, and we saw all of the interview. I think we can just jump to segment 3, right?
Wait, actually, stop, because we can. We've seen all segment 3 as well.
No, we cut to commercial.
You're right. Go to segment 3 then. But we only need to see the end.
Meltdown.
Because we can. There's multiple endings. Yeah, hit Meltdown and then hit play. All right.
So we had Meltdown is what happened.
Yes.
Okay.
There was other endings.
Okay, which we haven't unlocked. Okay.
Well, I don't think we want to unlock them. We know what happens in the other ending.
How long?
Jeremy, please.
How long?
17 seconds.
All right. And we've seen all this. Let's... Oh, 16 is the fastest.
Should we have had, like, a trigger warning for this stream?
Maybe? This might be a little too far. I did not think we'd get to this point.
In your name? How many...
Sorry.
It's like THC.
Do it now!
If you can. Somehow. I envy you if you can. Have a peaceful night.
Jeremy!
That's it.
No, it just cuts there. Okay.
I assumed.
Alright, let's continue.
Is there any more? How much more of this chapter
I
do
don't
we have?
know.
I would assume that's the last of it for this chapter. There we go.
Like, remember, we crashed in the middle of Chapter 2. I don't know how much was left.
This was left.
Well, I mean, this was left. I don't know if anything past this was left.
I wouldn't think so. Maybe one more.
I've been living in a paradise. Me. What? It's not Christmas.
It's still the Christmas season. We didn't really do anything for Christmas. We
Yeah,
went live,
usually
we didn't upload anything.
Yeah, usually we go live for Sharkmas challenge, but there wasn't one this year.
Yeah. Well, we should have done something.
Yeah, I know. But we were both busy at the time.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. Like, I was trying to sort out... Like, alright, day 297.
A tape to remember.
You wake up, still partly in shock from what you saw on the news last night. What you had to edit on the news last night. When you come downstairs, you find your family sat in the living room, waiting for you. Take a seat on the sofa between Sam and Susie. Sam swallows, hesitating before starting. We were so worried about you last night, after Jeremy with the gun. It was awful, on national news. How could he do that? And now, after a horrible pause, Sam finally asks, "Are you okay, honey?" "Yeah, I'll be fine." Sam looks to the kids, then back to you. "We saw that you chose to play that tape, and I couldn't help but wonder why."
I'm pretty sure we didn't really have a choice.
"I think you did the right thing. I mean, it was a crazy situation, but it was the right thing to play that tape," Charlie says quietly. "You hadn't realized how much his support would mean to you. It's good to have your son on your side." "For what it's worth, Alex, I think you were in an impossible situation, and somehow you managed to make the right call." Sam throws his arms around you. "Only you were stuck in that studio having to make that choice. No one can criticize what you did, and I'm proud of you."
Yep.
Taking a deep breath, gather your thoughts. It's a lot to take in. You're not sure you fully processed what happened last night, let alone what Charlie and Sam think of it all. "I know this is an incredibly difficult thing, and we don't always agree, but I do think you made the right choice." Susie smiles at you. "You had to play it. There was just no other option." You didn't know how worried you were about it, but as Charlie makes a stupid joke and you all laughed, you feel a tremendous tension break. Sam rubs your back and tells him to flick on rubs your back and tells... I think there's a missing you.
I don't think it's you. Tells
Right.
him.
Tells him. Who's him?
Probably one of the male children.
Probably Charlie.
Charlie, yeah, I'm sure.
But that is a...
It's an okay one.
Eh. A few days later...
A rebel was born.
A muffled thud wakes you and Sam in the middle of the night, and it takes you a few seconds to realize it came from the kitchen. You tentatively make your way downstairs, grabbing an umbrella, and near the front door, and more for
comfort than an actual
weapon. Slowly push open the kitchen door. You lift the umbrella halfway over your head before you realize it's Charlie stumbling around in the dark. One of the kitchen chairs have been knocked over, and he's up to his elbow in a box of cereal when he looks up and sees you standing in the doorway. Your worry turning into a mixture of curiosity and anger. "What the heck are you doing?" Your son sheepishly slurs that he was out with some friends and there were a few beers. As he sways on his feet, the strong scent of alcohol wafts from him, telling you they had more than a few. "Do you think it's a good idea to be wasting your Saturday nights getting drunk with these mates of yours?" He sighs and just stares at the floor. "Look, you can tell me or I can get Sam." He starts at the hard tone, then looks up at you with a defiant glare. "We're not wasting our nights. What we're doing is important. We're helping disrupt to make a difference." He slams the cereal box onto the table in what you're sure was meant to be a grand gesture, but the puff of sugary frosted flakes undermines the effect. You're 15. Go to bed, Charlie. Sleep it off. Charlie chuckles, shaking his head and leaving without a word. Not the reaction you expected. You remember when you used to go to the park together and you'd push him on the swings? Now he's going there for rallies. God, Gerald. Hopefully he doesn't wake up Sam on his way to bed for his sake. Alright. A questionable choice? You got off work early today. A rare enough occurrence to put a spring in your step. As you close the front door, you can hear excited conversations bubbling from the kitchen. Clearly someone's popped around for a cup of Sam's Friday off. Is that how you pronounce that?
Cuppa? Yeah.
Okay. As you enter the kitchen, you see Sam and Susie enthusiastically discussing something. Your daughter's still in her scrubs, having clearly come straight from work. I got the posting I was hoping for. I'll be doing my placement in the new transition center, really helping people like Grandma. I want to be supportive, but I am concerned.
Right.
I want to choose the in-between! Do you want me to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need that for... Or no, you don't.
You're gonna have to untangle it.
Yeah. But yeah, continue.
They're so negative with the second. I'm just gonna go with that's amazing news. I don't like this.
You're not supposed to, I don't think.
I know. 4 of you sit around the table for the first time in a while and celebrate the news. No one's up for cooking, so you get a takeaway instead. Susie wants to try the new curry place that just opened up, and other than some amusing faces like Charlie, you all think it's all good. Who knows how many more evenings you'll get like this.
Yeah.
$371.
71.
371.
How are things at home? They're okay, actually.
So it looks like we still got at least one more broadcast.
Yep.
I've been living in a paradise. Frequency on me.
You get a red card. Transparent. I don't know.
No.
No? You won't take the red card?
No.
Too bad. Not your choice. You get a red card. Alright.
The 20-week war.
Great.
Alex, Bozeman, your boss. We're expecting deplorables from Disrupt to hack the signal tonight. Perhaps you could leave your personal beliefs at home and try not to let them ruin the broadcast. Even if you don't care for the government, I assume you understand you have a vested interest in us staying on the air.
Yeah.
Stay out of the orange.
What's this new system?
So, Julia's team have asked me to ask you to keep it light.
Well, what does that mean?
It means to do that thing you do where you turn politicians into humans.
Can we get an explanation of how this system works?
Alright, well that's a sensor.
Yep, that's the sensor.
This is the news, don't they?
And that would be reactions. How you want the... I think it's how you want the audience to feel about the message.
Apparently, there's a crew at Team HQ right now.
And then the interference, you want to stay out of the orange.
Oh, great. So they get the brains and we get the performing monkey.
Sometimes you sound just like him, you know.
How are you?
What if we go into the orange?
Then it's interference.
It is what it
is. It takes down the...
It is what it is.
But it could be also disrupt.
It is disrupt, but they're trying to take down our broadcast.
Okay,
we
fair
still
enough.
need a job.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolfe. It's the 140th day of war. Our main headlines tonight. Company of heroes. Skirmishes on land and sea again today as our armed forces tested the mettle of the World Council's illegal blockade. Advance's strategy of multiple small-scale incursions into the disputed zone is certainly keeping the enemy on high alert, unable to work out where or when the next strike will come. Sadly, however, more casualties were reported today, and as the weeks and months of this war make ever more demands on our armed services, those numbers will, tragically, only continue to rise. Don't starve. Advance's food program moved from strength to strength today as rationing depots were opened in the last remaining unfed areas of the territory. The rationing depots have been constructed in record time, and the government's agricultural coordination strategy has seen shelves restocked with increasing regularity. However, with a reported rise in mental and physical health issues since the imposition of the blockade, critics have questioned whether those smaller communities which are only now starting to receive help could have been better and quicker served. 7 days to die. The recent decision to
what is with all these games?
Long-term health conditions to access transition
I think that's the joke. What was the first one?
I don't know.
Previously available only to those
147th day of war.
Expansion of the service has been met with relief by the many organizations calling for it to be opened up to the wider community. With dwindling medical supplies leaving many of our most vulnerable facing
Is that Dan Pavemeyer?
No surprise
I don't think so.
transition centers have found themselves stretched to capacity.
Like him, though.
Populous. More than 11% of
That's
the
not a
population
game.
have thus far
It probably
failed to
is.
register for a team membership card. A worrying statistic given that the cards are a legal requirement from midnight tonight.
Check around.
While applications
That was because
are
I was running out
open
the
for those
timer.
who like to
It
run
got the
relatively
3.
late,
Yeah.
They can expect a few
Beep,
tricky
beep.
questions.
You sure?
in
Yeah.
advance. Start me up. Disrupt spokesman Alan James held an impromptu rally today in the northern city of Mankipool. Large crowds gathered to hear the band speaker prove Disrupt are still able to capture the public's imagination.
All right.
A representative from the Mankipool Community Cohesion Team described the event as mostly peaceful, but it looks like Disrupt aren't going
that's what it was.
the night. And finally, absent friends. Sad news today as the grave of former National Nightly News host Jeremy Donaldson is vandalised by radical Disrupt activists. The much-loved broadcaster suffered a very tragic public breakdown 10 weeks ago in an incident which ultimately cost him his life. Disrupt spokesman Alan James, whose organisation last week named Mr. Donaldson as the cause's first martyr, described the graffiti as a fitting tribute to a hero of the resistance. But first this evening, with the war about to enter its 21st punishing week, and people hurting up and down the country,
you're gonna want to go to
unpredictable
4,
Prime
3,
Minister
yeah.
Peter Clement in an exclusive interview from his home in Lancashire. That's coming up
3,
on tonight's
2,
National Nightly News.
1. Interference. Up, up. Down. Up. Down.
You little...
Up. Remember, you can use the scroll wheel for this, too.
No, I can't.
I'm pretty sure you
In
can.
part 2, I'm a little overexcited to announce I'll be interviewing the one and only Lil C. And later, we've got a new feature that's sure to keep you coming back for more.
Get ready for 2.
But first tonight, let's check in with Prime Minister Peter Clement,
Oh,
who's speaking
him.
to us from his home in Lancashire. Good evening, Prime Minister. Have we caught you exercising?
Oh, have we started? Yes, that's right, Miss Wolf. Just a few minor adjustments.
That was planned.
As my old mum used to say, just because she won't take it up the shit, it doesn't mean you shouldn't try for a quick fiddle up the car park.
Language, Prime Minister.
What? Quick fiddle? What's wrong? Oh, shitter. It's shitter, isn't it? Yep, that's the one.
And can you tell us what brought about this new you?
Go to 1.
You know, Mrs. C and I were watching, the
Go up.
blockade began. When Jeremy
Up,
Donaldson...
up. We can go the orange. Your choice.
There's a thing there?
Go to the orange's interference.
From all the cigars.
Security for her and her family for the first time in her life. She finds also, for the first time, that she can no longer sleep peacefully.
You might want to restart because you're doing this wrong.
I can't tell what it is!
Except for Christmas.
You might want to restart.
Wedding dinners.
I smell as that.
Steak dinners.
I smell as that. I can't this useless bloody backwards doesn't go anywhere. And apparently I'm going on a walking holiday this Christmas, and that should finish me off for bloody good.
Did you make the decision to holiday within the country this winter because of the blockade, Prime Minister?
Well, Mrs. C has never liked travelling at the best of times. These are certainly not the best of times.
I think we might want to restart and then also make a decision on, are we going for the orange or are we going for the... Down, 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 down.
Down? Okay.
Also, it doesn't seem very broad when the rest of the country is grounded.
And yet, Julia Salisbury announced today...
You're going to have to start using the keyboard. We can't keep using mouse. There's too many things.
Is that really an example of team spirit? Is that really an example of team spirit?
God, Tessa!
No one tells me anything, Katie. You should know that.
Why don't you know?
Well, leaving that for a moment, it says on this card that a body like yours must take some...
He tried to warn us all about the now abandoned top-secret military lab at Grantham Downs. We may never know exactly what was being done. And this is just one of the reasons he is considered Disrupt's first martyr.
You sure you know what you're doing?
I don't know.
There's every chance he'd hate that. I only met him a few times in a professional context.
Other way, other way.
Usually, he exposed me for the grandstanding fool I was back then, but for some reason, I always enjoyed it. I liked him. I liked his wit, his jagged edges, and most of all, I liked his total dedication to the truth. He died for that truth. Died as an individual, for freedom. And by adorning his resting place with our colours and our emblem, we will help to keep both him and his spirit of relentlessness alive.
Out, in.
That's good. That's good.
In?
And up.
And you know what? You know what?
Other way, there.
Ah! It is so finicky! What's going on? Oh, that.
Prime Minister, later on this evening, your co-leader Julia Salisbury is going to give a national address.
You're going to have to use the keyboard. That's getting too much.
I can't keep track of it! Even if I do use the keyboard, I can't keep track of that while I'm keeping track of that!
You imagine? You do know about... You do know about...
I'm sure I did. But
Do you need a second person to keep track of...
We don't have a second mouse!
Well, I can use the keyboard. Again, if you want to switch, I can use keyboard to keep track of switching cameras.
No, I'd rather you keep track of the disturbance!
Well, then you're going to have to start using keyboard to switch cameras, and I can use the mouse for interference.
Come on. Come on.
Okay. What music do you listen to when you work out?
Well, Gail tells me that I work out to Little C, but I have absolutely no fucking idea who that is. Do you think the C stands for...
It stands for collaborative, Prime Minister.
Yep, actually, that does make more sense, actually.
How's rationing affecting you?
It's hard, but we get by. You just have to learn to get by on the basics. Take comfort in each other. I've got Mrs. C and many a fine single malt. I want foot of it. So for a decent night's sleep, of course.
Prime Minister, thank you for joining us. When we come back, it's time for the Culture Spot with Lil C and a world premiere performance of her new song. I genuinely can't wait to hear that. We'll be back after this.
1 minute back, everybody.
All right. Do you want me to use the mouse?
I don't know.
Who's Lil C? Who's Lil C? Are you winding me up? What? I'm civilized. I read books.
E.
You'll no doubt have spotted the updated mixing desk.
Yes.
You'll need the new buttons during the next sections. First, we'll need applause when the guest enters and before her song. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it when we get there.
Great. I just hope we have less interference.
I don't think we will.
I'll give this. Anytime Disrupt shows up, rating goes through the roof.
I noticed that.
I've never heard of her before.
She's big.
Really? Is she any good?
Of course not. Production. My kids go mad. The Abolition blockade some destinations.
Hang on, Colin, you've got kids.
Yeah, about 7, I think.
What?
5, 4, 3.
Thanks for coming back. Later, we have an exciting new feature that we just know you're going to love, so stay tuned for that. But first, I'm really excited for our next guest. She rose to prominence as the delightful Susie May in All My Daughter's Children. Before taking the music industry by storm, her debut album smashing the chart records at the age of just 20. Let's give it up and welcome Lil C.
One.
May I just say, you look incredible.
Oh,
Go to
thanks,
4.
Dave. I'm doing this new regime and it really does work.
What's the regime?
My manager suggested it to me. It basically involves bathing in like cabbage water and then having the leaves sucked out of you while you sleep.
Wow, is that healthy?
Oh, well, look at me, Meg. The leaves are my only nourishment.
Yep, they certainly are. Now, you'll have to forgive me, but I'm somewhat of a super fan, so I'm sorry if I get a bit starstruck.
Oh, bless you. I've never actually heard of you before, so if you do get a little tongue-tied, I can always carry the interview.
Oh, that's good to know.
Wow, that's rude.
So your first album, F My Face Together, it hit shelves this summer and it just exploded. I mean, what was that like for you?
Bonkers, just so weird. I was in all the papers and the magazines. Overnight, I went from that like annoying little girl from that show to that like sexy little girl from that show.
Wow, that must have been bizarre.
Not really. It was just like any other morning. You know, get up at 5, go on a 4-mile run, have 3 meetings on my cabbage bath, but then only then was my dad actually talking to me.
Oh, of course. I mean, the famed country singer, Billy Bob Jean Short. I didn't know you'd been estranged.
There's nothing that strange about it, Megan. Okay, yes, he may believe that aliens told him to hate women, but there really isn't anything to prove that he's wrong.
Uh-huh. So, this newfound explosion into your popularity, I mean, did that change your life?
Well, I had to start wearing like nicer underwear, you know, for the paparazzi, but as my manager says, best to make the most of it before I'm 30.
Is that right? So, what's the album about?
So I thought it was about like how pretty and great I am, but actually it's about monetizing youth, I think, or about like promoting an unrealistic standard of beauty or something.
Your manager again?
Yeah, he says insecurity is an opportunity.
Oh, do you think he'd be happy with you telling us all this?
Telling you all what? It really doesn't matter what I say here. I'll do my dancing and then this part will all be forgotten about.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, we're going to see some of those famous dance moves very shortly because you're going to be performing your new single, aren't you?
Yeah, it's from my album Put It In My A Together and it's out
How are we doing this?
I don't know.
So
Your choice.
soon, after the last
No, I mean, what is happening?
It looks like.
and a clothing line.
Yeah,
Alright,
Disrupt is going down. We're going. Or Disrupt is going up. We're going down. 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 Down.
This is called
Thank
High
you.
Street, and it's going to be in all the best high street and retailer shops. And it's out now. So girlies, you know what to do. Scream and cry until somebody gets it for you.
Ooh, there she goes.
Stretch down. Shrink down.
All these products.
projects. They're keeping you very busy, aren't they?
One.
Yeah, it can
What?
get tough, and I hate it sometimes, and I hate myself. I just want to, like...
All right, you're going to want to stretch
crawl
up.
to a box
Stretch.
of root veg. But then I think thousands of girls would do anything to be me, so I must be quite lucky. Well,
please stop.
One.
You know you don't have to do this, though, don't you? Yeah, I do
Move
think
up.
that sometimes.
No.
It's nice
Move up,
seeing that
yeah.
full bunker and the 8-ton stranger slaps me around the arse. I think things could have been different, you know, like better. But I don't know. I love doing autographs and having somebody dress me and tell me what to wear. Did you always want to
I
do
thought the
music?
keyboard shortcuts
Well,
worked,
ever since
but
I
they're
was a little
not.
girl, I did. I'd sit in front of the radio.
Oh.
These don't work. I have to use these, which
Would they
is
work if you had numlock on?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure numlock makes it so that the numbers work. But for some reason, it's only these.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Even if we turn on numlock?
Numlock is on! You see the indicator?
No. Where's the
Right
indicator?
there.
Is that what that means?
Yes.
And on that
Oh,
problematic
so
note, you're going to be singing your song for us.
Can I try something?
No.
You sure?
So it's called These Babies Gonna Bring You Home, and I actually got some of the lyrics in the car on the way up here. You know what? It's actually alright. And don't worry, all my work is team approved.
All right then. Well, you can go and get ready for that. We'll see you in a little bit.
It was a very specific.
We need to build like a
And I just can't wait to hear this.
physical board.
We'll see with an exclusive first performance of her.
You're gonna want to go get ready for 3.
Gonna bring you home. Take it away.
It's the Force's favorite. The Queen.
This is bad.
Here to break in your blockades.
I'm assuming we're gonna get a beat section. Yes, we do.
Oh, baby, can't you see? I'm hungry. There's a place in me that's empty. I want that meat you're packing. Only you can fill that crack in me. I'm
Come
under
on.
siege, so come and free me. Ain't no disruption here. Boy, I got no agenda. Just want the team in me. No dirty foreign member. Don't stop no morning drill. There's holes in me that ain't been filled yet. I only scream this loud when you do your country proud. I ain't no vicar's daughter. Come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older. Tie me down and pour me like an enemy soldier. An enemy soldier. So let them try and break our dream. We fight a love riot. So what a Peter Clemens boys can come and use me as a toy. I wanna see some action. So come and break my sanctions. I've been this wild and free since Mama burdened me. She was only 53, but gave to save her family. There's no one judging me if I'm the one that's in your fantasy. Don't die alone, these babies gonna bring you home. I ain't no vicar's daughter, come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older, tie me down and pour me like an enemy soldier. An enemy soldier. So what if Peter Clemens boys can come and use me as a toy and flip me over, grab my hair, rip off my clothes and dump them there. I wanna see some action, so come and break my sanctions.
They say it's alright.
Don't switch to 1.
Thank you.
Switch to anything. You ready for 1?
Yeah.
Well, if that doesn't distract you from the world outside, I don't know what will.
I will give them this. It is much better that there's a blink so I know what beat their coding is on.
Finally be revealing the new segment of our show that we just know you're going to love. We'll be back right after this.
And we're out.
Can I just say, thank you so much for letting me do this. It really means a lot to me, you know. Yeah.
It's only going to get
promote
harder.
myself on such a mainstream platform like the news.
Well, don't worry about it. And you know what? Good luck for the future. Take care of yourself. This industry can be crazy sometimes. Watch out for that father of yours.
Oh, no. I manage myself. It's just, you know, for the public to have that certain perspective. You know what it's like.
Oh, right.
And Michael? Michael?
What about Billy Bob Jean Short? Is he?
Oh, my dad. He's such a sweetheart. We both have the same agents, you know, like it just made sense. Both of us for our image together.
Okay.
And Michael, I want to see the revenue share for the clothing line and get me a G&T before my meeting with the lube guys. If they say for your pleasure, I'm going to start needing it.
Alright.
Segment grade E.
This next section will need you to use all 4 of the sound effects to help things along. Try and pick the most appropriate one at each given moment. The actors can't hear what you're doing, so they'll be trusting you to make the right choices.
Alright, do you see exactly what they all are?
Laughter.
Applause.
Ooh. Laughter. Boo.
Boo.
Okay.
Applause. Laughter. Shock. Boo.
Absolutely, right away. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
Thanks for joining us for part 3. We've been teasing you about our new feature all night, and now the wait is finally over. I can reveal that every night on the show
Go to
we'll
3,
be
I
treated to
think.
an episode of an informative and hilarious new segment called The Notice Board. It stars some top talent, and we're very excited about it. But before we see it, let's have a quick chat with the writer, director, and phenomenon, I say, Jeff Algebra, guys.
Actually, I've
Go to
got
2.
algebra. I go by Jeff DePoon now.
Go
How do
to
you like
1.
that?
Well,
Get ready to go to 1.
Fancy. I suppose you need a new name now that you're a successful artist.
Well, exactly. I'm earning enough to pay taxes now.
Oh.
It's shit.
And how does Angela feel about all this? Your wife.
Ah! Oh, God, no. No, she's long gone. No, she was holding me back. I'm with Norm now.
Oh,
Married
okay.
last month.
Congratulations, I guess.
Norm de Plume.
Yeah.
And why did you write this? What was your inspiration?
Well, I received a telephone call offering me 25 grand to write a pro-team sitcom. And I heard my father's voice. It said, Jeff, you listen here, boy. You make hay while the sun shines. You wring every penny you
Wait,
can
what?
out of this.
What's going on?
So I
You're
wheeled
holding
down
too
to
long on a
transition
shot.
centre, got out my typewriter and started clacking. Utter shite.
And without further ado, let's give it up for the notice board.
Okay, you see how the lights translate?
Yeah. Oh, I get it. I get it now.
Green is good. Orange is you're fine.
What?
You're holding too long
Oh,
on a
sorry.
shot.
I didn't notice they changed characters. I can barely hear them.
As the vicar in closing time.
Oh, Ray, it's those young louts. They've vandalized my shop again. No! Yes! They've written all sorts of obscene language and crude pictures, and I know it's those damn youths.
I don't know. It could be the vicar at
Laughter.
closing time.
I'm just worried they won't ever become productive members of the community. What if they never see the error
Go
of
to
their
1.
ways and end up as social outcasts, such as shoplifters or
Ooh,
phone
ooh.
rats?
Don't worry, Mrs. Craven. This is a very supportive community, and I'm sure that in time they will fit into this society like this key into this lock. See? Works like a charm.
What a lovely way to put it, Ray. And just like that, we can unlock their future.
Yes, yes. Wow! Look at all the letters in my collection today.
Oh! I think that one's addressed to me.
What? This one? Oh, so you're right.
Go to 1.
Here it is.
Go to 4.
It's a letter from my granddaughter, Brenda. She says she got an A on her maths exam because one of her friends has been helping her. She was always a team player, was our Brenda.
They're holding our shot.
What's up, losers?
I didn't get a chance.
Oh, no. It's Brad. He's the coolest guy in the village.
That's right. I just got here on my motorbike.
Oh, clear off, Brad. We don't want any of your ilk around here.
What? Rad dudes?
No, ruffians. Have you come to tag the notice board with your gang signs?
No way. I've actually come to pin my resume on that notice board. I'm looking to do some tutoring after school.
What? Did you say tutoring?
That's right. Maths is very important. Would you mind, Ray?
Not at all.
His head's stuck in the mailbox. Oh no.
So you, a young person, have been spending your time helping others?
Glad I was able to catch that.
Urinating on churches or huffing glue?
Hey, I haven't huffed glue for months.
Well, blow me down!
You
2.
know what? We misjudged you based
1.
on how young and cool you are, and not on your actions.
No doy.
So it wasn't you who vandalized my shop last night or called me a rancid old crone from the back of a chopper?
No way. It can't have been me. I was too busy helping my friend Brenda with her maths homework.
Could you speak up there? I thought for a minute there that you
This
said...
is terrible.
Yes.
I did, you daft old sow.
Did you hear that, Ray?
Oh,
2.
yes, what a wonderful surprise.
Go 1.
I now respect you as a man.
Put her there, Ray.
3.
Oh, what the heck? Give us a hug.
Wait, what?
Earthquake. Look out the window?
I can't.
Oh no. Is that? No. Oh, it was.
What?
That's a bomb. We just saw a plane pass by.
Oh no.
Sorry to interrupt the first groundbreaking episode of the notice board, but we are receiving some breaking news. I'm being told we're picking up reports from across the continent of what appear to be... Oh God. What appear to be nuclear explosions in 4
There's nothing you can
major
do.
cities. Initial estimates put the death toll into the millions. I'm being told we're experiencing power fluctuations as a result, so apologies for any interruption to this broadcast for you at home. And apparently we can head over to team headquarters for an emergency broadcast from Prime Minister Julia Salisbury any moment now.
That would be 2.
Yep, yes, let's go to that now.
Good evening, citizens and leaders of the world. Minutes ago, operatives working for Advance detonated nuclear explosives simultaneously in 4 major cities across the continent. We have similar devices in 58 other urban centres and will not hesitate to detonate them.
You're going to want to
If our
go, yeah.
conditions are not met in full.
Fluctuations and what could be
Yeah.
minor earthquakes throughout the continent. Stand by.
Oh, bigger.
Contact with our benefactors in Urkistan and Konoslava.
Up,
While our
up,
equipment
up.
seems to be resetting.
Nothing less than your unconditional surrender.
In.
Can we get this confirmed? Can we get this verified?
Up.
I need this verified.
Up.
I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you are receiving this.
Down, down,
If
down.
you are, then you have to know. You have to know what's being done. What's being done right now to our neighbours. This is unprecedented. Our government has committed an act, multiple acts of mass destruction in our name. Nor do I care how you voted. You didn't vote for this. None of us did. We... This can't be. We are waiting further news and... Oh, God. What if they respond?
We will expect your complete acceptance of our terms by midnight tonight. Thank you.
I'm trying to think of what Jeremy would say if he were here now. He was always sceptical of Advance. Then I suppose he was always sceptical about everything. That's part of what made him so frustrating to work with. And so brilliant. I'm not going to lie, Jeremy, I really wish you were here now. You'd know what to say. You'd know how to bring everyone together. And I don't think you'd be angry. I think you'd see that anger was the engine that brought us here. I think you'd want us to stop, to look around us at the people and things we're so very lucky to have, and to realise what a privilege it is just to be alive. I think you'd want us to spare a thought for those with loved ones who are abroad tonight. And I think you'd be worried about retaliation, but you wouldn't show it. You'd remind us that this country and its people endure. You'd remind us that despite the way you hated how it sounds, we are a team. And I think you'd ask us to go to our loved ones and be with them tonight. But I don't have the words that you had, Jeremy. None of us do. My name's Megan Wolf. Let's make tomorrow better.
And we're out.
Strength to strength.
Hi, I'm Sophia Remington, the CEO of Remington's Fist, and I've been paying attention. The blockade around your country has left people struggling to find just the basics. So where on earth are you supposed
Yeah, he would have
to
done
go
your old
for the
bastard.
other things? The things that make life worth living.
Let's make tomorrow better. Achievement unlocked. Alright. And that's chapter 2. I'm glad we didn't finish it the night that we planned to originally finish it. It would have taken us into 3 a.m., I believe.
Yeah.
Because we were already at midnight when we crashed.
Mm-hmm.
from what I heard, they had well over, and granted, this is just from production.
Right.
Well over, I want to say it was 20 hours of video footage.
I'm sure.
With them taking over the broadcast, I can now see why.
Also, there was multiple paths.
Multiple paths, yeah. Which was not possible in Chapter 1, if I recall.
Not really. They tried their best to mimic it, but they didn't really do it.
Now they have.
Now they have. They were able to make their choices matter in other ways, but not in complete...
Thank you, Andy, Mary, Nima Blackman, and Zara Combis.
Oh.
Subtitles.
Oh, yeah.
You make the things that some of us really depend on that are not language processing.
Tiny Build? Oh, I forgot this was Tiny Build.
Oh, yeah. Tiny Build helped publish.
Right, this is made
Which
by...
is how we even learned about it, because you follow...
It's made by the creators of Hello Neighbor. This is made by the creators of Hello Neighbor.
Which was the whole joke
This
of
is
why
made
you
by
sent
the
it to
creators
me.
Of Hello Neighbor.
And then, yeah.
This is made by
well,
the creators
also,
of Hello...
Yeah,
You
I
usually
forget.
correct me.
Okay, here we go. It was published by...
Yeah, there's... Now you correct me.
Alex, we need your help.
We're so proud to be here today on this, the 500-day anniversary.
It's time to choose. Alex, whose side are you on?
After all, doesn't your family deserve a good, nutritious meal in these difficult times?
But before we go, one final thought.
Alright.
Well, we're not signing with Advanced anymore. We can't.
Yeah, I don't think they'll let us.
Oh, they'll let us, but we're not.
Yeah.
They struck first, and they struck hard.
Mm-hmm. Now, if I heard that correctly, Advanced is the ones that actually activated the bombs, and they admitted it.
Yes. They're declaring war on other countries so that their influence will grow. Major cities, but not ours. Not Britain's.
Then why did it affect us?
They're atomic bombs, Bram.
You're right.
I'm Alex. I'm Andy.
And I'm Dan. Jay, we said Zoom backgrounds.
Oh, sorry, boys. We're the developers of Not for Broadcast, and we want to thank you so much for supporting our little game so far. We're now 2/3 of the way through the story.
But as we film this in January 2021, the UK is back in lockdown.
It's a Zoom.
When we'll next be able to film with a full
Zoom.
cast and crew.
So once again, we have to ask you to please be patient with us. And if you want to talk to us in the meantime, come chat with us on Discord at discord.gg/notforbroadcast.
We stream on Twitch every first and third Thursday.
They do.
For what? What do they show? They can't advertise their stream on our stream.
And we read every Steam review, even the horrible ones, because your opinion matters to us.
So all that remains to say is thank you so much for playing.
I think it's mostly Q&As.
Right. Giraffes.
Probably, if I have come up with a cure by then, I will let you know. Last time it didn't go so well for me.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
Yes. A plus C.
Language unsuitable for children. Sorry, I was pretty busy.
Interference-free show.
Exceedingly poor edit. Yeah, I'm sorry. Again,
Disrupted, ruined the broadcast.
Received your full wages.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes.
Alright, let's review these real fast.
But first this evening, with the war about to... That's coming up on tonight's
Bugger, why is it so hard to turn the fucking wheel? Girl! I think these bags brakes and fuck.
Are you joking? They write the questions.
Speak
now
up,
too.
my dear fool is, can't hear you.
I said there's nothing wrong with the bike.
Well, could you get someone to look at it, please, before I look like a complete prick on the national nightly news?
There's no time. You're live in 30 seconds. Put your earpiece in, for fuck's sake!
Going in 5, 4,
It's like lose
3.
bloody thing. It's like losing my virginity all over again. Right.
In part 2, I'm a little
That's it.
overexcited
How
to
long have we
announce
got?
I'll be
10
interviewing the
seconds.
one
What?
and only Lil C.
Stop peddling
And later
Peter.
we've got a new
Oh,
feature that's sure to keep you coming back for more.
Mm.
But first tonight,
And
let's
looking
check in with Prime Minister
surprised
Peter
in
Clement,
3,
who's speaking to us from his
2,
home
1.
in Lanfordshire. Good evening, Prime Minister. Have we caught you exercising?
Oh, have we started? Yes, that...
Just a few minor...
More like him every day. I must have missed that part. Oh, right, because we went to the other broadcast.
Fucking government stuff is complete fucking bog water!
So it sounds like he actually doesn't like the situation he's in.
No.
I had a feeling it was just her. She was the only smart one.
Mm-hmm.
Higher-ups might fire him, though.
Who's Lil C?
Or if there's any justice, me.
Who's Lil C?
Are you winding me up?
What? I'm civilized. I read books.
I mean, it's a fair question. I mean, it would be like me asking who's Snoop Dogg.
Who is Snoop Dogg?
A rapper, I think.
You think? Yes, he's a rapper.
Yes. Okay. Good. I know that.
I thought he was an animal from the Peanuts comic.
No, that's Snoopy.
Dog.
I've never heard of her before.
Oh, she's big, really big.
Really? She any good?
Nah, of course not. She dog shit. But kids go mad for her, absolutely mad.
Live in 10 seconds.
That sounds like reality.
Yeah, about 6 or 7, I think.
Wait, what? What was that?
You have kids? Yeah, like 6 or 7, I think.
Thanks for coming back.
Alright, we got us. Oh, there's actually some talk over there. Hold on.
It basically involves...
May I just say, you look incredible.
Oh, thanks, babe. I'm doing this new regime and it really does work.
Ooh, what's the regime?
And my manager suggested it to me. It
Or maybe it was
basically
just a
involves
delay.
making, like cabbage water and then having the leaves...
I think it was, because I saw the name Megan there, and Megan's still in talk.
Yeah.
You're going to want to mute the bottom one and go back to the first one. Because
Yeah, I know.
The next thing we're going to get...
Is the song, and she randomly started appearing there, I know. That's what I was fast forwarding for, and then I was like, wait a second.
Mute the bottom, go and unmute the top, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll do that eventually.
Well, do it now while we're waiting.
cry into a bath of root
Wait, were they testing the instruments? Never mind.
Yeah, I think they were.
Favorite.
Well, if that doesn't distract you from the...
I didn't see any subtitles pop up for it. Alright, and we caught what she said, so let's stop and go to the notice board?
There was nothing.
There was nothing?
No.
Okay.
It was all of the 4 were the
Alright.
notice board.
War's End then. And was this before the explosion or... Ow!
Sorry to interrupt the first groundbreaking episode of the notice board, but we're receiving some breaking news. I'm being told we're picking up reports from across the continent of what appear to be...
Oh, it is nuclear, okay.
In 4 major countries.
Somehow I missed the word nuclear.
Good evening, citizens and leaders of the world. Minutes ago, operatives
So we didn't
working
hear
for
the whole
advanced
thing.
detonated nuclear explosives simultaneously in 4 major cities
Simultaneously?
across
Is
the
that
world.
actually the way to pronounce it?
Yeah.
I thought it was
We
simultaneous.
have
No, that's how we
similar
pronounce it.
devices in
Oh,
58
British versus American,
other
okay.
urban centers, and will not hesitate to detonate them if
58.
our conditions are not met in full and without delay.
What are those?
The people of our territory will no longer tolerate your illegal and genocidal blockade. You are to remove it immediately.
Oh.
The
We
trade
will
blockade.
accept nothing less than your unconditional surrender. Your territories will be taken under our control. We will install replacement governments to ensure that your citizens become part of the new future. Your borders are now our borders. Your people are our people. They will finally be fed and clothed and educated and healed. But for your privileged few, the moment that they feared is now upon them. Allow me to be crystal clear. If you fire a single shot at our territory or harm a single one of our citizens, we will not hesitate to detonate further devices. You will not find them, though no doubt you are already searching for them. Our technology is decades ahead of yours. We will expect your complete acceptance of our terms by midnight tonight. Thank you.
Well, okay, so there you have it. Advance making a brave move that looks likely to...
I don't remember any of this.
to make sure no one anywhere would ever attempt this again. So, to my mind, our government have taken the only path available to them.
What?
Yeah, I don't remember this.
A difficult decision for them.
I don't think we saw this because we went to the
Wood.
Disrupts broadcast. I think it switched videos.
But I'm thinking of our sick. Okay, so there you have it. Advance making a brave move that looks likely to end the war in this, its 20th week. There's a lot to take in here, and I know you, like me, will be wondering if this is too much. If we've gone too far. But I'm thinking of our sick and ill, denied their medicines, the children with no food on their plates, and the body bags returning from the front line. And I ask myself if without some big, bold gesture it would ever stop, and I do not think it ever would. We elected Advance to make this country better for us all, and it was working. But then the rest of the world looked at us and they said this cannot be seen to succeed. And they brought their warships and their tanks and their planes just to make sure that we were instead seen to suffer. To make sure no one anywhere would ever attempt this again. So,
deepfake?
To my mind, our government have taken the only
This would be the reaction if she saw the whole thing.
A difficult decision for the
But
House to bear,
again, we
but
put in
one that ultimately we
yeah.
can respect.
Disrupts.
Because it is designed to keep us safe. And while this is unquestionably a dark night, it may indeed presage the dawn of a new future. My name's Megan Wolf. Let's make tomorrow better.
I'm assuming this is the one if we did Disrupts. Either that or this is Disrupts broadcast.
Every time! Okay, but yes, let's see how this is different. 16 is max.
What Jeremy would say if he were here now. He was always skeptical of Advance.
Yeah, this is what we've seen.
So brilliant. And Wolf's End.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Unless it's Disrupts broadcast, but that doesn't make any sense. It's probably a third one that we couldn't get. It's a third one we can't get. We didn't get.
I don't really talk about my personal life in my job.
Oh.
It's not relevant or important. So many of you may be surprised to learn that I have a brother. His name is David. And right now I can't get his stupid face out of my head. He's a researcher and he's currently traveling the continent for work. And I don't know where he is right now. And I should imagine that there are many of you sitting at home tonight digesting this news, and you also have loved ones on the continent. In Urkistan, or Havia, or San Palmerino, or Konislava, which is where David was when I last spoke to him 3 days ago. So when I tell you I know how you are feeling tonight, believe me, I do. But I also know that there's a flow to events. I see it every day here. I know that although tonight it feels like we may be in a time of fear and darkness, we may actually be at the break of a new dawn. We don't know that yet. We can't know that yet, but together we will find out. And I will be here every night, feeling what you are feeling. And with your help, maybe we can all get to that brave new world.
You don't want to get to that situation.
Yeah.
Let's make tomorrow.
We all know how that book ends.
And we're out. I've got people ringing around, but the telephone networks are overloaded. Okay. We'll find him.
Do we know exactly which cities were hit, or?
Megan. We will find him.
Alright.
Our main headlines tonight.
I'm not gonna go to the challenge room. Maybe another night, but
I don't think so. You were having trouble there enough. Again, I think we need to figure out a setup so that you can use keyboard and I can use mouse. Something.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, that was Not for Broadcast episode 2. We could potentially play part of a game or do something to end out the night, or we could just end here.
I'm thinking we end here.
Thinking end here?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, it looks like despite the network jumping all over the place according to OBS, the stream was mostly up, and there it goes.
There's our instability. I think that means we should end. Oh, Bram, it's red.
Yep.
It's red.
Let me
red.
Let me check the thing that I think it is.
Bram,
yes, red. Yes it is.
It's red.
Yeah, I know.
Did you know that it's red?
Yes, I've heard that it's red.
But have you heard the tragedy of Dark Plagueis the Wise?
Yes. I have.
Have you though?
Yes.
Have you though?
Yes.
It's not a story the Jedi would willingly tell.
So I've heard.
Have you though?
Yes.
Well, yes, see.
And with that, we will be heading out. The camera's over here.
Camera's there.
What? Over there?
Yeah, camera's there. Yeah, see? Camera's right there. I see it. Hi.
I don't think so. I think the camera's over here.
It's right there. It's right there.
Where?
There.
There?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah.
That's
the camera. Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
No, that's the motion bar for the Wii.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, sorry. Camera's over there.
There?
Yeah.
No, that's the light switch.
No, I'm pretty sure that's the camera. No, come on. No, that's the camera. Hello? See? Camera.
No, that's the light switch.
Camera.
No.
It's a camera. Fine, this is the camera. I found the camera.
No, that's an axe.
I'm filming you.
I'd rather not get shot right now. Alright. So, that's it for now, I guess. If you're watching this on YouTube,
which I'm pretty sure everyone is.
This was my first attempt at, I am planning to.
You're planning to?
Planning to.
Planning to?
Utilize the, I'm planning to upload this as one chunk, more or less. Slightly edited.
You're going to have to edit out that first bit, most likely.
Yeah, I'm going to edit out that first bit.
Or at least, cut it down.
Yeah, at least a little bit.
I don't think the audience wanted to hear about Dark Plagueis the Wise like 3 times over.
Probably not.
Not the YouTube audience.
No.
I don't know about you guys.
Mm.
You might have liked to heard about Dark Plagueis the Wise. It's a story that the Jedi would not tell.
Alright, we appear to be back.
We're back to Dark Plagueis the Wise.
Can I finish a sentence?
Sure. Here, I'll record you with my camera.
Wrong side.
Well, no, this is the camera side. This is how you hold it if it's a bazooka. Actually, no, you would want to hold it more like this so that it has a support against your arm.
There you go.
But now it looks more like a rifle. That's the problem. Because they do bazookas over the shoulder like this. This is more rifle.
Yeah. Or a shotgun.
No. Kind of do shotgun more like this.
Yeah.
Rifle like this. So that you can see the sights. Anyways, go ahead.
Thank you. What I'm planning to do is upload this as one chunk and use the Premiere feature on YouTube.
There's the Premiere feature.
Yeah. I think because usually these videos go live while I am working. But, people can chat. I can chat when I'm not
7
in the middle of something important at work.
6 5.
What are you doing?
The Premiere feature. It does 6. It does a little 6. And then weird animation 5. Weird animation 4. Weird animation 3. 2. 1. And then you get your video.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, now it's premiering, Bram. What did you premiere for us, Bram? You're premiering. Here, I'll record you.
Just comment below if this was a good idea, if I should go back to the old system. That is my...
Old. Pitchfork.
Because honestly, with the old system, I get to, give you guys content over a long period of time. But with the Premiere system, I get to get it to you faster because I don't have to spend time editing it as much.
And I don't have to have him make a bunch of thumbnails for it all.
I mean, I'm fine with making a bunch of thumbnails.
I know, but this way you'll only have to make one thumbnail instead of
paid less.
No, we'll just get more time to make other content.
Okay, to be fair, you probably...
I'm just saying, with Deltarune in particular, it went. Do you want me to pull up the stats of the amount of time it took to get through the entirety of Deltarune?
A lot.
A long time.
Yeah, which gives us more videos to upload.
It does, but, you know...
I don't know. We'll see how it works. I have a few ideas that we can do, but we'll see how this one works.
Yeah. Just comment below if you like this, like the video.
Make sure to start a riot. Get a mob together, you know.
But don't forget to like that button and hit the subscribe button.
Hit the pitchfork. Hit the like button with your pitchfork.
Yeah, and hit that bell so you get
notified
for all my future uploads. Like, we should have a Phoenix Wright video coming soon, or already did. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Riot!